Good morning. Well, today's video is going to be a little bit different than the other videos because I'm going to talk about more wellness things and things of that nature, in addition to some beauty things. I'm not going to put on any makeup today, not just today, but for this video. So I want to talk about what happened with me yesterday. Yesterday, I had a doctor's appointment. And it had been a significant amount of time since I had been to see the doctor, other than for illness. I had a UTI a couple of months ago, and I had to go to see the doctor. But this was a wellness visit for a physical exam and some other things. And I was very, very anxious. I have a little bit of anxiety. It's not bad. It's not where I need to be medicated or anything like that. But I do get anxious about things and I worry. And because I hadn't been to the doctor in a long time, I was concerned about what they were going to say, what they were going to do, etc., etc. So I went to the doctor and they did a physical exam and they did a breast exam to feel for any lumps, and they did a pap smear, which I had not had a pap smear in extremely too long. You're supposed to have them every 3 years if there's no abnormalities, and if there are abnormalities, then of course you have to go sooner. So I had that done, and it was not as bad as I had remembered. I don't know, maybe this doctor was just gentler. She was actually a nurse practitioner, but she was very good. So I had that done, and they drew some blood, and we're waiting for the results of the blood test. It's going to check for my cholesterol, my lipids, and, just an overall baseline analysis of my blood. They checked my thyroid right here, said it looked good. I didn't know. I always thought I had kind of a big thyroid because you can kind of see it. And so I didn't know what they would say about that, but she was perfectly happy with the way it felt. And let's see. They took my blood pressure. Now, here's something interesting. My mother's side of the family all have high blood pressure. My uncle, Gerald, had high blood pressure from the time he was like 35 until he passed away at 77, I think. My mom takes blood pressure medicine right now. She's 75, and I think she's taken it now for about 20 years. My Uncle Randy, that's her brother, has taken high blood pressure medicine since about 40. So it runs in the family, to say the least. All of my uncles and my mother have high blood pressure. So, of course, me being 53, I thought, oh, hello, Dagger. I thought maybe I would be there, but I take my blood pressure at the grocery store, and I always question about how accurate they could be. And so yesterday my blood pressure was 120/70, which was really good, especially for somebody my age and weight. And so I do not have high blood pressure. Now, I attribute that to a couple of things. First of all, my diet. I don't eat a lot of fatty foods. I tend to be more of a sugar type person. I really like sugar. And I know that's not good for me, but I'm really not a fatty foods type person. I don't eat fried chicken every day. Now, I will say this. I have learned that I can have those things once in a while, and it's okay. So I treat it as like a treat, sort of. So here's what I do. This is going to sound a little crazy. Once a year, one time a year, I have a hot dog. Just one time a year. Now, I really like hot dogs. I like chili cheese dogs with onions on them and mustard, and I think they're delicious. So one time a year, and it's July 4th, because I figure what could be more American than a hot dog on July 4th. Once a year, I have a hot dog, and I enjoy that hot dog. I mean, it is good stuff. Once a year, I have chocolate ice cream. Now, I have ice cream throughout the year, but chocolate ice cream for me is just like a super duper treat, and it's on New Year's Day. I have New Year's Day, that's my tradition, eat chocolate ice cream. I told you this was going to be weird. Then whenever my husband goes out of town for business that I'm not traveling with him, I'll have fried chicken, because I am from Texas. I am from the South. Fried chicken is a thing. And mashed potatoes with gravy, of course. And when my mother comes to visit, she usually comes to visit once a year, sometimes twice a year. We will go out and have chicken fried steak with gravy and mashed potatoes. Because, again, it's a treat for both of us. She really shouldn't be eating that. I shouldn't be eating that. You really should not eat that. But once in a great while, it is what it is. The rest of the time, I'm eating fairly healthy. I have salads every day. I have a salad every day. It's either with lunch or with dinner. Sometimes it's the entree. Sometimes it's a side. But I have that salad. I eat vegetables. I have... now, here's an interesting thing. I eat an egg every day for breakfast because I like them, and I like the protein that it gives me after a run and things of that nature. So I eat an egg every day, and still my BP was really good. Don't know about the cholesterol yet, but we'll see how that turns out, and I'll let you know when I find out. So, that's what I attribute my BP for being where it is, because I don't eat a lot of fatty foods, and therefore my heart does not have to work quite so hard to pump the blood through this body of mine, which is not a slim body. I am not slim. I am a chunky monkey. I've showed you the thing before, and you can tell in my shoulders I have some meat on me. I am not skinny. I am not thin. I wouldn't even consider myself fit. I would consider myself fat. But and it seems odd to say, but I'm in pretty good shape for a fatty. I don't know. So my point in all of that is you can live your life, and you can prevent a lot of things with your diet and your exercise. Now, I have exercised for a long time. I started exercising when my kids were really, well, right after Jessica was born. I was exercising because I like it. I like physical activity. And so way back then, I was doing the Jane Fonda aerobics videos, if you can imagine. And I did 20-minute workout, which used to be a TV program. Again, it was aerobics, which, that was a thing back then. And, I've just gone through the years doing various things, from walking, bicycling. I did a lot of aerobics videos. I did yoga videos. I like yoga. I want to get back into it. I was into it really good for about 6 months, and now I've kind of fallen off. That's how I do. I work in cycles. So I did a yoga cycle. Right now I'm in a running cycle. However, I really, really like it, so I don't know if I'll stop that ever. And so my point is, you have to move. My husband is a big athletic type guy, and he said something the other day that I thought was very true and a good thing to have kind of like in the back pocket of your mind. And that's this. You go to work every day, you eat every day, so you should exercise every day. And people are like, oh no, just exercise 3 times a week. No, exercise every day. That doesn't mean you have to go like what I call balls to the walls exercising, where you just have to work out completely and utterly. But exercising every day can be as simple as a walk around the block, or, a walk around the mall where you're not like stopping and shopping, just a walk. Here's my cat Dagger. She decided to come and say hello. Hello, Dagger. She's a nice kitty. So you eat every day. You should exercise every day. It won't kill you. It really won't. And you'll feel better. You'll feel better. We were talking about being at Epcot Center for the Food and Wine Festival, which is amazing, and I always love to go. And there were people there that my heart went out to them, because they were about 400 pounds, and they were riding on those little scooter things. And you just look at them, and I feel so sad for them, because their life is not as full as it could be. Yes, they're at Epcot and Food and Wine Festival, and they're doing things. but their feet and their legs just look so uncomfortable. They're just big, and you can tell that their feet are just in such bad shape. They can't take care of their feet, which I'm a big proponent of taking care of your feet. After all, you need them to walk. And so they can't take care of their feet. They can't take care of their legs. They can't take care of themselves. And to me, it's just super sad. I don't make fun of those people because, to be honest with you, they are suffering terribly. I mean, they're suffering. And some people would say, well, they brought it on themselves. Is that really the way you want to be? I don't think so. You know, we need to be kind to people. And those people are suffering terribly. Every single part of their body hurts all the time. So, you know, if you're one of those people who's like, well, you know, I just wish that you would not think about them being gross or think about them being unacceptable. You know, that's a human being that is suffering terribly. So don't make fun of people who are suffering. That's really not cool. So my point about all of that is you have to take care of yourself. So take care of yourself. You know, there's a whole mind, body, spirit thing. And truthfully, it ought to go the other way around. Spirit, body, mind, or mind, body. Your spirit should come first. You got to get right, if you know what I mean. So take care of that. Then take care of your body. Make sure that you're taking care of your body. Now, I neglected that doctor's appointment forever out of fear and anxiety. I was just a big chicken. But I did it yesterday. And now I'm going to schedule my colonoscopy because colon cancer runs in my family. Guess what? That's preventable with diet. Hello. And it's also curable. So if I do have it, I can cure it and it'll be all right. So I'm going to go check it out and see where I'm at. I should have had it done 3 years ago. Here's something interesting. I did have one done when I was 40, and it was horrible because at that time, that was before they were really kind of nice about it, and they used to not put you to sleep. And so the first colonoscopy I had done, I was awake. And it was terrifying and awful. I didn't feel anything, but just being conscious of what they were doing was so uncomfortable and so, you know, it was a little bit traumatizing, I'm not going to lie. You know, so now they put you to sleep, which for me is a double-edged sword because I don't usually do very well with general anesthesia. And it's not that I don't wake up. I do wake up, but it takes a long time, and I don't like the way it makes me feel. So I'm a little bit nervous about general anesthesia, but knowing what they're going to do, I would much rather be asleep. So this time it's going to be a lot easier. The prep part is the hardest part. You got to drink that stuff, and it's yucky. But you got to drink that stuff, and then you go in and they put you to sleep and you're done. You wake up and it's done. So I'm for it. It's going to prevent something that, you know, or help me deal with. If I have colon cancer, then I can deal with it. We can cure it. It'll be fine. So I'm going to have that done. So take care of yourself. Take care of your body. Take care of your mind. That means learn something. Learn something. What? I'm out of school. I don't need to learn anything. Yeah, you do. You got to keep that brain active. It's just like everything else. If you don't use it, you lose it. And if your family has dementia running through its or Alzheimer's and the genetic code, then you need to be working on that with diet, exercise, and learning and brain exercises. You know, learn something new that you've never ever tried before. You might like it. How fun is that? To find something that you like. So take care of yourself. Take care of your body. Take care of your spirit. Take care of your mind. And let's move on. So, having said all that, that's my little sermon today on taking care of yourself. And to that end, I just wanted to tell you that the reason I look the way I do is I did my run this morning. Yesterday morning, I was so anxious about the doctor that I physically was sick and I could not do my run. So I was like, well, I'm just going to do it again on Saturday. So this morning, I woke up at 4:45 on a Saturday and I did my run. I ran a 5K this morning and I came home and I walked the dog and I haven't showered yet. So that's why my hair is still in a pony and I'm kind of gross looking because I haven't showered yet after my run. But I wanted to talk about what I'm going to do in the shower before I do it. So today is exfoliation day. I exfoliate one day a week, not every other day, not one day a week, and it's a Saturday because I can take a longer time in the shower because I don't have quite as much to do, etc. So I wanted to talk about my exfoliation routine for my skin. And my skin is all over my body, just like you. So I exfoliate from head to toe, which if you exfoliate your feet the way I do, oh, you are just going to be in heaven because it feels amazing. It feels like, you know, when you go get a pedicure and your feet just feel so soft and they feel so, well, that's how my feet are going to feel today. It's going to be amazing. And because I run, I'm very hard on my feet and they get abraded with my tennis shoes and my running shoes, whatever you want to call them. I've called them tennis shoes my whole life. And so they get abraded and they get little things on them that I like to get off because gross. All right, so let's start with the face. So when I get in the shower, the first thing I'll do is I'll rinse my face. I won't wash it because the stuff that I use is a cleansing exfoliator. And what I use is this right here, Olay Regenerist Advanced Anti-Aging, because you know we don't want to look old, Regenerating Cream Cleanser. It says it exfoliates and speeds surface cell regeneration, meaning it just makes your skin regenerate a little faster. So I'll use this. It's a little gritty, but that's kind of the whole idea behind exfoliation is you need to, you know, that's why I only do it once a week too. And so what I'll do is I'll put it on my Olay Professional Spinny Brush. I'm just going to let my camera, and I turn it on. You can see, and this rotates around. Let me bring it back here. You can probably hear it. And it has 2 speeds. That's the low speed. There's the high speed. I usually use the high speed because I'm in a hurry. So I'll put a little bit of that on. My skin is wet. And I'll go on my face just like you see on the commercials. It's not rocket science. You just go around and it exfoliates all of your skin on your face. And I really like to do it because it makes your makeup go on fast or better. It helps your moisturizer go in to your skin better. And it's just really good for your skin. Especially if you're like me and you wear makeup almost every day. Then you want to get that off. But also you want to give your face a deep clean. And if you're not doing a mask, which I didn't do a mask last week, and I probably won't do the one this week just because my skin is still in transition from the trip that I went on. So I'm being a little bit less, aggressive with my skin cleaning routine. But I am going to exfoliate today. Again, it's once a week. And so next Saturday I'll exfoliate, and then the next Monday I'll probably do a mask of some sort. And I just have to decide which kind, depending on my face. Then I exfoliate my entire body. And I like sugar scrubs because I feel like some of the salt scrubs are too abrasive for my skin. My skin is not sensitive skin, but my skin is thin. So anything harsh like a salt scrub, it just is uncomfortable to me, and it dries me out a little bit more, and so it doesn't work for me. So I use a sugar scrub, and this one is actually called Tree Hut. That's the brand. Shea Sugar Scrub, and this one is coconut lime scented because I like tropical stuff. So there's the label. Tree Hut Sugar Scrub. Shea Sugar Scrub. It's really nice. because it has the shea butter, I guess is what they call it, or shea whatever. And this is what it looks like inside. You can see that it's a little bit oily. Well, yeah, because it's got moisturizer in there. And I'll just take like the back of a makeup brush and stir it up a little bit before I dip my fingers in. And I exfoliate from head to toe. And so I'll get this like all over my body first. And then I use a brush. And I scrub my skin. Now this brush is very, very soft. Listen to that. It's very soft. And the reason I have this one, obviously it's a long handle so I can get on my back. But this is kind of a cool one. Let's see if I can remember how to do it. This comes off of here. Wow, I've forgotten how to do it. But it has this. I usually just use it on here because I figure I'm going to be getting everywhere. But sometimes you can take it off and there's this little strap on there and you can go like that. And the reason I use a brush is it helps with the exfoliation and it just feels amazing. It really does. And when you do this on the bottom of your feet, on your heels, and then where I get my worst skin is on my heels and on the very top of my toes where my tennis shoes abrade while I'm running. So my toes, I don't want to show you because I don't like seeing people's feet, so you probably don't want to see mine. But pretend these are my toes, and right across here is where my skin gets a little bit rough and calloused. Well, they're calloused now because I've been running, and they just get abraded by my tennis shoes, so that it gets rough there. So when I put my exfoliant on and I scrub that, it makes them feel soft, it moisturizes them, and I tell my husband all the time, I'm like, I'm just giving my feet a little love because your feet need some love. You need to rub your feet at night, you need to massage them, you need to moisturize them, you need to take care of your feet because you're going to be walking on them for the rest of your life, so you need to take care of your feet. And so then I will exfoliate, and then the rest of my day will continue as normal. I'll put on my moisturizer on my skin. I'll put on my depuff, let that sink in real good. I'll do my hair, and then I'll do my makeup for the day. Today's activities include going out to, today I'm going over to Walmart. Okay, I don't like Walmart. But I'm going over there today because they're having a sale on their Halloween decorations, and I'm a Halloween freak. So I want to see what they have on sale. So I'm going over there. I'm going to Michael's today for the same reason. I'll probably hit a Target today to see what they have on sale for Halloween. I need to buy a little more candy and that sort of thing. So it's kind of a shopping day today. And later I might go to a movie. So I'm going to be kind of out and about. So I'll have my regular hair and makeup done. But before all that, I got to get my shower and I got to exfoliate. And I'm going to love it because it's amazing. So have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Spirit, mind, and body. Take care of those 3 areas and you will be a much happier person and you'll be able to be much kinder to other people. So be kind. Have a good day.